Why Apple? Apple also, they did not do good on their earnings report, and price really pulled lower, only to close back around 150, 450, which is really good for Apple because it got bought up. Because why? A lot of hands are holding this. Right now we broke through the downtrend, which we got right here. Okay, pulled back, retested, and then boom, earnings came out, and then we pushed to the upside. For now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Wherever you are, you're welcome to this channel. This channel is the Trading Success Show at gmail.com. What we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the market, we're going to be talking about Feds, and we're going to be talking about, pretty much how I view this market and where I'm expecting the market to go. However, the market is extended to some form of relative strength, so we're gonna be looking for some action come this week. Okay, so I will lay down all the stocks that I'm gonna be watching. I will analyze them here, and feel free to pick one or two on these stocks, right? Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity, guys. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, looking at the broader view, how we closed on Friday, Microsoft did close 2.36% to the downside, with NVDA at around 2.8 and Google at 3.29%. However, we have Tesla at almost 1% and Apple at 2.44%. But overall, looking at American Express, we got what, 3.3%. Okay, looking at the broader sector, we see how energy did push a little bit. The big names did push up, followed by the financial side. Keep an eye out this week as we see tech, pushing this market to the upside. SPY, okay, SPY. This is our Spider S&P 500 ETF, and right now this is what I'm looking at on SPY. I'm looking for a retest back to that trend, which is around the 400 395 area. If this 410 fail, then likelihood that we get back into 405. So keep an eye out in the market. Also, don't forget, we have Powell coming in on Tuesday, and the Fed, the rest of the Fed presidents, they're gonna give their statement for the following week. So on Wednesday they are there, Thursday they are there as well as Friday. So keep an eye, and of course trade accordingly. Looking at it on let's look at Thinkorswim real quick. This is our SPY, right? This trend right here, that is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for action right around that spot. Alright, so let's go with this, and this is the area. So I'm looking for a retest back to that level. Okay, every time we break through a critical area, okay, what I'm expecting price to do is to break through, which we already did, and then retest this area. If we have very solid buy, we'll bounce right off this spot and continue to push to the upside. But if we get to this point and there's not enough buyers to push the market up, we will pull back down and then continue to push back. The three scenarios, right? So our next spot is going to be this area if we fail that trend support. Okay, so this downtrend, we just need to break through. We broke through this area. Now I'm looking for a retest in the coming weeks. Okay, a week or two or even more, so keep an eye out on that as well. Our first stock is going to be COIN. This is Coinbase. Coinbase, I did trade Coinbase on Friday. I picked up 75 strike price in terms of puts, and then covered when we dipped lower. I picked it up around the $83 zone, 84, and then sold it around the 74-ish area. Right now I'm looking for a retest of the $64.65. If it does hold, then we'll continue to push to the upside. If it doesn't, I'll be looking for a retest of this 51.52 area on Coinbase. Also JWN, which is not strong. Right now we're looking at this area. This is our downtrend, looking to break through right now, but for now let's work the 200 moving average. If we can work that, work the downtrend, and then we can push right back into $23. That is the area, that is that target. And guess what happened? Boom, 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 we created a huge gap, okay? And all of a sudden today, so mind this gap, because you know there's possibility we might fill that gap as well, so keep an eye out on that name. Also looking at Tesla. Tesla at this point in time, we've really been bought so much that price is back to this zone, almost $200, because we did tap the 199 area, which invariably for me is $200, right? So right now this is the resistance, and technically I'll be looking for price to continue as volume comes in, but for now this can act as a resistance for a retest of the 180 zone. So keep an eye out for that 180 area if we did pull back, and then you can grab some from the low side to the top of the move. EXPI as well, looking at price pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Right now we got this channel we're watching right now. Price support is 1650 at this point in time, with this beautiful looking doji. Okay, so the indecision is right there, so we don't really know where we're going, if it's to the upside or to the downside. Monday will be a confirmation for EXPI. Next is going to be Apple. Why Apple? Apple also, they did not do good on their earnings report, and price really pulled lower, only to close back around 154.50, which is really good for Apple because it got bought up. Because why? A lot of hands are holding this. Right now we broke through the downtrend, which we got right here. Okay, pull back, retest it, and then boom, earnings came out, and then we push to the upside. For now, this 147 is going to act as a support, with 155 as our resistance. SWKS, what have you? That is a beauty. Right now we're fighting resistance. Resistance is 115 on SWKS. PayPal, what do we have with PayPal? PayPal is right now we broke through, right? We created the doji and then confirmed that we're going lower. For now, 83 is going to act as our support on PayPal, so keep an eye out on PayPal. Also looking at Amazon. Amazon did report as well, but was a very horrible earnings report. We just sold off after rejecting this 200 moving average. Technically that is a rejection even with the news. Okay, news really did push them lower. So right now 103 is going to act as our support. If it doesn't hold, we'll be looking at 100 as our support. I can still add some to my long-term portfolio, because looking at Amazon, we're about to really break through the 200 moving average, so keep an eye out in the coming days on that name. Uber as well. Uber UBER, right now we're looking at levels 34 and 36. That is our spot as we're breaking the downtrend. Ford as well. Ford, they've been doing really good in terms of the EV sector as well. You know, maybe they can, you know, challenge Tesla at some point, but you know how Tesla guys does. They always believe that Tesla is the ultimate stuff. But anyways, you know, there will be a company out there that will still come in and also take some market share from Tesla. However, this is the level I'll be watching. We broke right through it, and then boom, earnings report 1323. So keep an eye out on this area. I think we can hold this spot and continue to move to the upside, but for now 1323, $13, that's gonna be our support. Keep an eye out on that. DIS Disney. Oh my goodness, guys, we're really moving in this market. Okay, a lot of the big boys out there, they'll be crying and crying and crying, recession, inflation, deflation, all of them. But guess what, those who have been buying around this area right now, they're gonna be taking profit, right? So look for this 115 as another rejection spot if this 110 does hold as a support. DKNG as well, we're looking at downtrend break. We broke the downtrend and boom, consolidated, boom to the upside. We got this doji and the indecision came in. Right now looks like we sold off just a little bit with support around 16. So keep an eye out. Overall, I'm looking for that $20 zone on that as well. CVS with their closing stores and here and that, I think we've been selling off so far. Right now 85, 83 is going to act as our support with 88 as our immediate resistance. Firm AFRM, right now we're rejecting the 200 moving average, which is technically our resistance spot, $20.71, $20. So keep an eye out. I think we can pull back to test the $17 as well, if I'm not mistaken there. RIVN, what have you. Right now the 2150, that's going to act as our resistance, which is also 50 exponential moving average. So look for price to break through this area, and then 25 will be the next target there. Looking at Netflix, what have you, they've been dealing with canceling password sharing from friends, from family. I'm trying to figure out how that will really go. So keep an eye out on Netflix, as we got this channel to keep an eye out. We've gotten to this top side of the channel, which is our resistance. I'll be expecting a pullback to test this bottom channel. So keep an eye out. More volume comes into the market, I think we can push back into 380 on Netflix. So keep an eye out on that. TGT as well, we're breaking through right now. We got this resistance, 180 is our resistance, so that will be a close watch for me. BMY, Bristol Myers, right now we're about to break out and continue to break out to the, we need to break to the upside, because support is 73.40, 73 area as is our support. Okay, so keep an eye out for that $76 visit. Matter, what do we got right now? We got gap, we got a huge gap on Matter, so I'll be looking for a gap fill of this area in the coming days on that. Square as well, aka block, right as well, we're looking at resistance at $90. That's our resistance, and rejecting that area, look for $80, $85 as our support. NVDA as well is pushing into resistance. Let's say here 210, 215, that is our resistance right now. If we can hold this 210, 211, then that will act as our support. We can continue to push to the upside on that name. AI as well, AI has been pushing and pushing to the upside. We're looking at price at $23 as our support for now. Why did I say $23? Right here we're looking at this area, and which coincide with our $24, $23 as our support for continuation to move to the upside. Overall, we are extended on the RSI on that name, so keep an eye out. O as well. Oh, right now realty income, we're looking at price to continue to push to the upside. We've already retested this 20 exponential moving average, so 66 holes will continue to push to the upside on this name. I do like this to continue based on that chart pattern. OSTK, we're really fighting this downtrend. Once we get through this downtrend, guys, 26, 27 is the next spot with support around 24, 23, so keep an eye out on that as well. Upstar, why Upstar, right now we're coiling out of base on this stock. We're really coiling out, And in order for us to achieve that downtrend, official downtrend break, we need that $30 to hold as our support. So keep an eye out for the move to $30 on UVXY. So keep an eye out. I talked about NVDA, that is inverse head and shoulder move pattern with 22 on the view as well. Last but not the least, I will post them up on my Twitter account, the remaining chart that I cannot analyze here, guys. NET at this point 55 is going to act as our support as well, coming back down. Well guys, thank you for being here, thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoy this analysis. These are the levels I'll be watching for the coming week, to the upside or to the downside. Okay, I play it cautiously, I play it with care, and I also pick that long-term holding with dividend or not. But if it's not dividend, it has to be a growth stock for me. Thank you guys, have a fantastic weekend, and see you guys on the trading floor. Peace.